lead off first. The show's back. Then
Uh,
Texas back.
that's what I thought she was referring to.
They were second.
Uh,
Texas.
We ain't back till we win this Friday, Saturday.
Y'all ain't finna win Saturday.
I know. Still feel good to say it though.
You just have the man who don't need no introduction. You just have his stuff ready for him. That's what you do.
You don't worry about the man in me.
Oh, I'm worried about it.
Keep
You
up.
just have his stuff ready for him.
yeah, because I don't care. It can be in all quarters.
Had pennies, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
I'm gonna let
It
you
all
know.
cash in.
I feel the same way. Likewise.
That's
We
funny.
ain't no shabby squad.
Hey, it spends all the same. I just take it, go get cash.
How about installments?
Hey, that's fine too. That's fine too.
Nah,
you
this
know what
ain't
I mean?
afterpay.
Hey, that's fine.
Now.
I ain't gonna trip on that. But I will be collected. Because you'll know. I mean, it's this week.
It's this week, 11
Man,
o'clock
that's some
Saturday.
good football Saturday, boy. Wait.
But man, we gonna go on some high school football recap from this past week.
Yeah.
It was a lot of good football going on throughout the city, in the surrounding areas, you know. So we're gonna talk about it. Now, I got stats, well, some of the stats for the schools in Texarkana. I don't have any for the surrounding areas. So, in the comments, if y'all know some stats,
Hit us up.
put in the comments. I don't necessarily know any of them. All the ones I got is the ones from Texarkana. It's already hard enough to get the scores.
They make it hard to get them right. You don't know,
Oh,
if they're right.
man.
You don't know if they're right or not.
No, they make it real hard to
Man.
get. But I got some stats for the Texarkana schools. Anyhow, I'm trying to get this stuff shared on the couch page. They make it an act of Congress to do this. No.
Man, we already hit it, towards week 3?
Mm-hmm.
Is it week 3?
Week
Yeah,
three.
yes.
Yeah.
There's some teams
Man.
2-0, 1-1.
3.
Slow down, football.
But anyway, all right. Let me see what I got. So, the first, I'm gonna get out the scores for the surrounding area. Then I'm gonna hop on to the Big Four, which is those who don't know the Big Four. I'm saying that's Texarkana, LE, PG, Texas High, Arkansas High. That's the Big Four. Those are big schools from Texarkana, and those are the ones we're gonna highlight more, just because this is Texarkana game day. So this is Texarkana.
True statement.
But some of the scores from the surrounding area, Coach Morton down there in Atlanta, he's on a first time head coach.
Yeah.
2-0.
2-0.
Atlanta beat Redwater 28-0. So shout out to him. Shout out to my boy Cam Dickerson down that way. Him and his teammates. He doing something right.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the competition he's playing, but
Win's a win.
but you supposed to beat who he's supposed to beat, and he's beating who he's supposed to beat. That's all I got to say.
All that matters.
So he's sitting down at 2-0. Hooks went down to Cooper.
No, I was at the game. We was in Hooks.
No, it went down,
Oh,
meaning
you
they
said- they got beat. by
yeah, they got beat.
They were actually winning the first.
Correcting you.
Yeah.
Hey,
They got beat 21-14.
they were up the first half, 14-0. Second half, I mean,
But of course, no, Hooks sitting at 1-1, so they had 500. So I mean,
yeah, can't knock there.
and of course, and I don't know why I'm gonna even say this score, because around Texarkana, this school is a school that needs to be kept up with. Gilmer. All because they're in the same district as two of the other inner city squads.
Right.
But anyway, so Kilgore traveled down to Gilmer, and they went back with an L. Gilmer beat them 40-26. Again, I mean, that's
That's 91 points in 2 games.
Yeah, but that's that they got to be the one. They got to be the favorite to win the district. Bar an injury, we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyways, and Mod is sitting at 2-0. They beat New Diana 26-16.
Is New Diana a bigger school than Maud is as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a 3A school, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
3-2. I think.
And of course, all because we have a lot of Longview people talk about Longview, so I'm gonna be nice today and talk about them. But Longview beat Marshall 48-11. In which Marshall is in one of T. High's opponents in that district, so we gotta. I don't necessarily think we have to be worried about them. I think Texas steamrolls everybody in district. But anyway, and another school which that we got to keep a close eye on, because one of these schools very well may meet them in the 4th round of playoffs. Some could even be the 3rd round, I believe. And that's that Big Red Sea down that way. And of course, they beat another school in LNPG's district, Pittsburgh. They beat them 51-22. Again, if you ask me, that's who's gonna win state. I stand on that, unless Gilmer gonna knock them, which they very well could. That's gonna be the game of the week, if you ask me. When they do play each other, Are they playing each other regular season?
No.
Are they not?
So
No, they don't play regular. No.
they'd have to meet there, wouldn't they?
Playoffs.
No, I'm talking about like regular season, meaning like non-district game.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, if they do meet up, which I'm sure they will,
Carter's got a team out of San Antonio this week.
that's
So
gonna be one hell of a game to watch when those two meet, because they will meet. Just my opinion, but I feel like they will meet.
I mean, we always say that though, but it's never nothing.
I mean, but the past 2 years though, they have met.
And they get with
But I get you right. You're right about that. But I don't necessarily know if the Big Red Sea has that type of team though.
they're scoring by almost 50 points a game.
Well, no. I guess you got a point right there. So we'll see. Either way, when they do meet, I feel like it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna say it's not right now.
You gonna say it's not?
It never has been. I'm gonna stick with what history said.
What you know.
What I've seen in the past. It's never a good game. Show me different.
So, anyhow, this thing go right. Next game is. And this is just an area school close up. Falcon beat Mineral Springs, 33-27.
Good game.
And of course, you had Nashville. They put a lot of points.
74. Yeah, that's your old little quarterback. Perrin.
Oh yeah.
Sloan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the quarterback there now.
Oh hell.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What was the score?
74-42. I mean, Hope put up some points, but they 74 points. That's a lot of points in a high school game. And I bet if you ask me, they probably like dialed it back.
Oh yeah.
That's over 100 points of offense on that for that game.
I mean, it was an exciting game to be. I mean, that's the case, you know.
I like to see the total yards.
Me too.
Whatever it is, they lead the area.
No joke.
Because somebody lit it up. Either the offense score a lot of points. But it could be defense though. It could have been takeaways.
Could have been, but it's a lot of takeaways.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a lot of takeaways. And of course, then we had Ashdown destroyed D-Queen 45-0.
Knew it.
I believe somebody last Friday said that was like some type of rival game. I believe what somebody said. Well, it ain't too much a rival game.
No, it ain't.
Rival games don't really be that much lopsided.
They have been, but
For the most part, man, it be some fire in there somewhere.
yeah,
Some kind of fight, huh?
There wasn't no fight.
on the field and off the field.
Yeah, there wasn't no fight right there. Somebody just laid down.
That's funny.
45-0.
Oh man,
I really think like whenever you do score 0 points, does the kids lay down when it's like the score is so far fetched, it's not even close. Does the kids lay down when they score a goose egg?
Well, Utah State's coach said they didn't lay down. They got to be 55-0.
They laid down. They laid down for the game started. They were playing Bama. Bama will be they 1-0. They'll be 2-0 by the weekend. Well, after the weekend.
Yeah. They'll be
Yeah,
doing on
easy.
Saturday.
Easy
work.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna bust no wet.
We on high
Easy
school.
work.
We'll talk about that later.
Easy work.
Anyway, okay, so
Welcome.
we got so that was all the schools that was pretty much close around here. I didn't get the DeKalb and the Boston again. They make
New
this stuff hard.
Boston actually won the game pretty bad.
But they didn't play DeKalb. They didn't play DeKalb though. DeKalb played
They
Queen
played
City.
Queen City. No, yeah, New Boston. Who they play?
I don't know Boston play. You the one told me they played
Oh, my
Queen
bad.
City.
I thought the rivalry's this week.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
Or
so
next week, one of them.
that was all the surrounding area.
DeKalb won.
DeKalb won.
Yeah.
So Winky must have got off then. Winky Williams must have got off. So let's go on here and get into the Big Four, which is A-High, PG, Texas High, and LE.
Start with these boys down here.
Who that? Arkansas High? Yeah.
yeah.
We're gonna start with these Arkansas High boys.
Slapped us in the face.
You know, I for one, just based off all the info that I had, believe that, you know, I thought Dalloway was gonna win the game. Arkansas High said otherwise. They took care of business.
They flipped the score from the week before.
First home game.
You're right.
First home game for Outlaw. I'm not quite sure like what the stands look like, but Outlaw got his first home win.
Big.
Yeah, in a big way. 47-0.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't necessarily know if DeKalb played Legion. Was it Legion Fields? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
New Austin beat Queen City.
How good Pine Bluff Dalloway is,
It don't matter.
but it don't matter. Arkansas High got the dub, so that what matters. So shout out to Outlaw and that bunch for getting the first dub. Though I still personally believe it may be a long season.
We know they can score.
Yes. Nate Wall had a nice little game. If you ask me, so I got some of the Arkansas High stats right here. Cause Nate Walls was 11 for 17 for 130
Okay, Nate.
with 3 touchdowns.
Good night.
And so, you know, with him, so that was my thing with Nate. You know, can he transition from 8-man football, or is it 6-man, whichever one it is, to playing at a very prestige high school and lead him as QB1 and do some of the things similar to what he was doing at Trinity. Well, he did transition very well. Again, his stats is some nice stats. The main, you know, he got on the scoreboard 3 times. And of course, this Cortland Loudermill kid, he ran for 176. 172 with 3 touchdowns. So that youngster toting that rock.
There he was.
That's where that other 21 came from.
Yeah, that's toting that rock.
Listen, Arkansas High just did something that most probably thought they weren't going to do this year.
Win a game.
Win the game.
Yes.
So you could say what you want.
It's a start. You know what I mean? You never know, like, where it's going to take it. No momentum is a mug.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me, that takes the edge off.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
That takes the
Oh,
edge
yeah.
off. Now you can just play football.
Yeah.
You got your win.
Now you got
just play
expectations
football
now. win again.
Yeah.
I mean, because, you don't want to be in one of them schools that went 0-10. We just had one of them in the city not long ago.
Nah, that ain't good.
This can be one. Don't let me get the goose egg on my win column.
That's tough.
Yeah, this let me win one game,
Yeah,
but they got one.
You got it early too. Now play
Yeah.
football.
So that's a good look for them, for them to be able to. And I think it was on game day. I know it was. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and actually watch.
Yeah.
Because right now, for me, like, I don't know no kids.
I don't either.
I mean, I knew Nate.
Right.
I know a few others, but I don't know a mass like I know every other school.
Right.
So I'm at to watch them so I can get familiar with the kids to know who is who. Because surely it's not going to be the Nate Walsh show and the Laudermill show every Friday.
Yeah,
But it very well could be.
got the 2 other guys hopefully coming back.
Yeah. So, but apparently Arkansas just showed the other guy they wasn't needed.
Get it together, right?
Yeah, they
Get it together. Hey,
They wasn't
Took my
needed.
words out of my mouth.
They won without him.
Yeah.
Get on and get off.
Yeah. Pretty much.
We can do this with or without you.
But I am gonna have to get familiar with the other kids because, like I said, I know some of them, but I don't know enough of them.
Shout out to Arkansas High.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to
win.
Arkansas High for getting
Proving us wrong.
that dub. No doubt. I mean, because if you ask me again with the 2 players that I know didn't play, I don't necessarily know that they can do it without them. Well, they did. So let's see if Arkansas High can keep the momentum they got. Now I would have loved to have been there to see those kids' face though. When that clock said 0.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was a lot of excitement. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm
That
sure
was
it was.
built up.
Man, that just goose egg the team.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it
A
was a lot
young
of
team.
excitement.
Goose egg somebody.
Just win a game because kids know more what goes on than grown-ups.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that they been hearing all the scrutiny they probably been getting.
Yeah.
So the fact that they got the win, I'm sure it was some excitement built up just based off that. Again, kids hear everything.
Practice.
I'm sure they probably been
That's all I'm
hearing.
gonna say. It's gonna be a good practice
It'll be-
today.
practice is at ease.
Yep. Good practice.
What's been whispered around the city.
Yeah.
So for them to get that win when everybody doubted that they could, man, that's a good feeling.
Right.
It had to be. So again, shout out to them boys for getting that job done.
Yep.
Next game is kick ass LE.
The undefeated school.
Kiss ass LE sitting at 2-0. And their opponents, it's not some easy opponents either. Some schools can be sitting at 2-0 with some easy opponents that are played.
Right.
Which is you did your job. Let's move on.
Right.
It's nothing more to talk about than y'all had some easy opponents. Say I'm not one-on-one that'll crown somebody because they sitting at whatever in O if your opponent is being weak. Somebody said, well, you got to play the game. Yeah, you do, but you know what you signed up with when you made the schedule. So every team you play against, it's not capable of beating you.
Right.
People are, again, every team you face is not capable of beating you. It's gonna take a whole lot of help and God for certain teams to beat certain schools. They just face it. That's the truth. So everybody on your schedules don't necessarily mean it's gonna be a competitive game. But LE has played some competitive teams, and I feel like
we all thought Paris was gonna be better than what they were.
yeah.
Yeah.
But who said it? But who said they ain't though? Yes, yet.
We
I don't know.
That. Who they? We don't know yet.
Nah, I mean, because just assuming based off of last year, I thought they brought back a lot of kids. And I only seen them play one game. last year.
I think LE a lot better than everybody think they are too.
Now, of course, I've been screaming, LE is gonna be good. I was like, the question mark for me has always been, okay, can LE line hold up? Well, apparently them youngsters are holding up pretty well. I think I believe this LE team is an LE of old. Not saying like one of the state teams. I mean like they back being competitive again.
Compete.
Because just a few years ago they did go 0-10, and that's uncommon for LE.
Right.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, that's not the LE that everybody grew up knowing.
They had an 0-10 schedule too.
Yes.
You can't even.
So
they played the best.
No, but some of the games they should have won. That 0-10 year. Some of them district games. Now we played. They forgot they still play Spring
they
Hill.
Were deflated, man, a little bit.
I think they played Spring
you
Hill.
gotta look at the preseason.
They still play Pittsburgh. They still play the North Lamar's type. You don't get beat by them. But that's not the LE of where everybody
used to.
Right. The version of LE people used to is going out there being competitive and actually winning games. And they real competitive this year, if you ask me. I think they're going to give a whole lot of teams some problems.
Yeah. They said they didn't play that good.
Well, they played good enough to win 28-0.
That's what they were saying. Like,
yeah.
Some people say it should have been 42 or 50-0.
Yeah, but hey, the defense kept
28 is enough.
Hey, a defense kept
a goose egg on the table.
Yeah, kept them off the scoreboard.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something. Especially when
Paris is a predominantly running team.
Because you know how it be. At a lot of schools, a lot of people go both sides.
Yeah.
So to keep them off the scoreboard 4 quarters, knowing you out there going both ways, you get tired, you get fatigued. But it ain't the same in the 4th quarter as it is in the first. You get a little bit lazy.
Yep.
Especially when you got the lead. Especially when you got the lead, So there you have it. What somebody said something quarter I didn't see?
With the Twins. They were over 11. They had a field fight. They lost that too.
Well, that is true though. That's facts. That is facts. That is facts. That did happen. And every LE player that was on that field at that particular time, or even on the team, I don't care what class you were, you a senior, junior, sophomore. I always bring that up. Y'all lost twice that night. And you can't say you didn't because there was footage of it. that did happen. Anyway, LE is back on swing of things, you ask me. They look good, man. They got a good football team.
That's what it looks like.
Yes. Yep. They got a good football team. Yep. So, cause I got some stats from that game also. So, and of course, RJ Galloway, he told it for 11 to 69 and a touchdown. And of course, Prevost, he had 2 catches for 30 yards, but he did have a touchdown. So youngsters done score every game, every varsity game he done played.
Sound like a newcomer of the year to me.
Oh, no doubt. He's district newcomer of the year. They mind will tag. They mind will get him that plaque right now. Prevost will get district newcomer of the year. I don't see nobody that stepped in right now. Unless they considered Tennyson a newcomer. That'd be the only way.
No, he played last year.
Yeah, but I don't know how much he played last year.
Yeah.
He came at course at the end when their season was over type.
They could then because he's starting.
Yes. But if
he could be the MVP of the district.
I know, right? So, that is true.
So he might not get that.
More likely,
he might not get that tag.
Yes. But if not, Prevost should be in consideration of, the newcomer of the year because again, he's 2 for 2, meaning he scored both games.
Ball at T High, different district.
So we'll see. If you ask me, he gonna be highly considered.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking for him to go off the charts with one of them 150-yard games.
He said Tennyson played DB all last year.
Oh, okay. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Oh, what Prevo?
Yeah, for
Yes, sir.
Prevo to have one of them those big games.
Yes, sir. It's coming.
Yeah, no doubt, it's coming. And of course, you had now JJ Hampton.
Had a good night.
Yeah, he was 14 for 18 for 154 yards.
Not bad. It's good.
And of course, I believe they had a kid, last name Neal.
Tavares Neal?
Yeah, Tavares Neal. Yeah. He ran a punt return for a TD.
That's good.
Yeah. I told, hey.
They're scoring at all phases.
Yeah. But I've been saying that I feel like their skills is that good. And those skills is showing that they are that good. Anytime you can return a punt for a TD, your skill player got to be good enough to do it. Unless it's a block, and I don't think it was. Right. If it's a block punt, anybody can scoop and go.
Right. I
don't necessarily believe his was. I think he took his back from yonder.
Right.
So LA good, man. They off to a good start. Again, they're the only team in the city that's sitting undefeated.
And conference play for everybody start after this week, don't it?
Nah.
No.
It's a long ways.
4?
Always.
Everybody play at least 4 or 5 games.
That's it, yeah. After week 4.
Where you been?
It's Monday.
No, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday. A lot of college football, buddy.
Put that video controller down.
No. Put that bottle down.
Because I need to. I should have tried to watch all those games, just to see some of the other kids and see what they did. I'm not sure how.
Rebels. Who didn't play? Somebody didn't play that game, did they?
Huh?
LA game. Did somebody play? Not play?
I would say that
One of the starters?
Yeah, Taylor Wells didn't play. He's hurt with an ankle injury, but he's almost back though.
Okay.
He may play this week. So I'm not sure, but he may play this week. But again, they got it done.
Right.
they got it done against an opponent that I thought was a good opponent. They very well could be not any good. We'll see. So
my grandpa used to say, them rascals ain't no count.
Rascals.
So we'll see. So we'll see. But shout out to kick-ass LE over there, Coach Davis and Big Pressure. Big Pressure. Hey, Big Pressure got them running back toting that rock. So shout out to Big Pressure down there in kick-ass LE Nation for coaching up those running backs. So they are toting that rock. So shout out to him and his group.
And the O-line coach. Because that's the reason why they can run.
Yeah. Not sure the O-line coach is, but hey, they're doing their job. They doing their job.
Somebody doing something right.
They keeping pressure off of JJ and the Jones boy. Which the Jones boy, it don't necessarily matter about pressure for him, because he get about it.
He get active.
Yeah.
He gone.
So
he get active.
So again, hey, all you want is a team like LE to get, all it takes is like some real good confidence. With a team such like that, that's a dangerous team.
Man, they got some athletes around there.
Man, that's a real dangerous team. When you got a team such that type of athletes, and they get confidence that, hey.
Again, I go back to what you finna say. You can't. Utah State coach said they got out athleted.
Yeah.
LE is capable of out athleting you.
I mean, yes. Yes, they're more than capable of leading anybody on their schedule.
Yeah.
We already know there's going to be a lot of that on a lot of other schedules. Mm-hmm. Where opponents are coming up, they're going to have more athletes on the field.
Yeah.
Which to me get them an advantage.
And in high school, this level, that's dangerous.
Yes, it get them advantage.
Yeah.
Don't get tired while you're playing them, because if y'all both get tired, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna get out athleted.
That's what's gonna happen.
So
that's exactly what's gonna happen.
I know.
Yeah.
Get out athleted.
And but thing about it though, again, the line is their line is doing their job.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody don't have this big, crazy line in 4A Division 2. Surratt has a big line, but that's rare.
Unicorn.
Yeah, that's rare. But no, you might have a few guys on the line that's big, but like across the board, you really don't see that.
I hadn't seen Gilman's line. I imagine they not small.
But you really don't see 6'3" across the board in 4A.
Used to, not anymore.
Yeah. So I don't know, but again, LE line is big enough and good enough to be 2-0.
Yeah, I think
So-
Jefferson has had the biggest lineman ever at that small school level. Montre Holland. I think he ended up playing with the Florida State Seminoles and Cowboys, but yeah,
Yeah.
6'6".
Yeah, I mean, every blue moon you'll have because they just had a guy that was 6'6".
Who?
Kyler, the one that's at Texas State.
Okay, yeah.
So you will get a big guy at Blue Moon, but what I'm saying across the board,
Yeah.
you really don't ever see across the board, but on occasions, sometimes you do. Especially it depends, and I guess it depends on what city you in. Because some cities just breed them.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's true.
Some cities just breed them.
What the world?
Some cities just they year after year they gonna have anything. They gonna have a line. They may not have anything else to go with them, but they gonna have a line.
Right.
But some schools they gonna have everything else, and they got to pencil, put together a line, and hope that line can hold up
That's
just
hard,
so
though, too.
those skill guys can get loose.
Yeah, and that's hard.
Yes.
I remember guards being 185 some schools.
But anyway,
With a neck roll on.
so shout out to LE for being 2-0, and we can just say let's hope they keep
it going.
that direction.
Yep.
And that right there. So now we're gonna get on to PG. I still stand corrected, people. I think if PG played that team 10 times, they'll win 6. I believe that team for the that night just was the better team. I don't think that was a good team regardless.
No, I don't either.
I think that night they were just a better team. That doesn't mean they're a good team because, again, if you cut on the film, they're not a good team.
No.
They just wanted to guess the game a little bit more than PG. And I guess it showed. Because I heard people, say, well, it was rain. It rained. Well, those
So?
kids played in the rain too. It did rain. Both teams played in the rain.
They're both running schools, right?
Yes. Similar type of offense.
Yeah.
No, I think no formation probably different, but still it's kind of the same. I don't know, man. I would have thought PG was gonna win by a lot, based off the film that I've seen of the kids of Bird. I just felt like PG was just a better team by a whole lot. Well, I still stand corrected. They got beat, but I still think PG was a better team.
I do too.
And Bird just pulled it out.
Yeah.
Again, if PG played them 10 times, I believe they'll win 6 by 30. By 30. And they just didn't. Yo, Foss, you said that no Bird manages to win games they shouldn't win. Yeah, they shouldn't have won that game. But they did. And that's all that matters to their coach. That they did win. I don't necessarily care if he won by 1 or 3, 15. Just win the game. They won the game. So
I could say that if it was a closer game, what you just said.
what?
I mean, but they won convincingly.
No, they won convincingly.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
it wasn't close.
I mean,
that they dominated. I mean, the score was what? The score was
What, 7?
34-7.
4 or something like that.
34-7 was the final score. Like that's you. If you score like that, you dominated.
Yeah, dominated. Because I don't think that score came until late.
In which they kept their offense off the scoreboard. That one score came off that strip by Kaden McFadden, and he ran it in for a touchdown.
So the offense didn't score.
No, the offense didn't score
At all.
Well, actually, I mean, it was lopsided. It was
It
was crazy.
It's odd that this offense is going
The Bird offense had 357 yards. PG offense was 111.
They said it was some drops, wide open drops.
Yeah, but you can say that about any football game.
Yeah, it's going to always be that.
You can say that about any football game. Yeah. Even the teams that win had drops. They had mistakes in a lot of games. That's part of the game. Everybody don't catch the ball. You know what I mean? So, but it's crazy that, I mean, when you have a game like this where the yards game is so one-sided, that pretty much tell the whole story.
I mean, and especially with two dominant running offenses. That's what they both do. They run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we knew PG ran the ball well. I didn't know much about Bird.
So I got some of the stats. And of course, the Spencer Anna kid, he led them in rushing yards with 31. And of course, they had 91 rushing yards amongst the mass.
That has to be the lowest total ever.
It hasn't been probably the lowest total for PG in a very long time.
Ever.
To get under 100 yards on the ground, especially when you're running school.
Right.
Like, to whatever, like, your offense is pretty much a 70-30 as far as ratio. 70% we're going to run, 30% we're going to pass.
Maybe.
That's low.
Maybe. It's lower than that.
It could be.
Yeah,
but
probably.
I've seen PG pass throw the ball one time in the game.
I mean, because
Maybe twice.
I'm with you. But
man, I don't know, man. I just think they got to find out who they are now. That's where I'm at with it.
So they are running. They're running team.
Yeah, they're running team. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. They're running team.
Yeah, I mean,
they just gotta, I guess, figure out, and the kids and coaches gotta dial to something that's different. I don't know. I wasn't there. But Borley ended up with 19. McFadden ended up with I can't read that. Kari had 21, and the Stewart kid had 12. Kari went 2 for 10 with 53 yards in the air.
Bird must have watched the show and listened to you Friday.
What's that?
You were talking crazy to him. They said.
What? Said PG by 30?
I had never thought they'll play defense like stop PG run game like nothing.
No, you couldn't have told me that was gonna stop PG run game at all. But they did. But you couldn't have told me they was gonna stop them.
No.
No.
Hey, Mr. Gray. Hey, we're not building no excuses up here. They got beat. That is what it is. But I do feel like still PG is a better team. And I still stand corrected. I still stand on one of my stands is Bird is not a very good football team.
No.
A team such as Bird, you put them against LE, and you see what I mean.
Get out athletic.
It's a different type of score. 42-7 type of score, if you ask me.
Captain Shreve good, man. They beat Captain Shreve.
Who?
Captain Shreve ain't no slouch.
Who?
Bird did.
Beat them win.
I think the first game.
No, they lost the first game of the season.
The Captain Shreve.
No, they lost the first game. Bird lost the first game of the season.
They didn't play Captain Shreve. I thought they played Captain. Maybe that's.
I think they lost the
I'm
first
in the
game
wrong
of the season.
season.
Hey, Mr. Gray, you said they weren't going down easy, but that don't make the team any good. The team's not any good. Like, they won that game. They was good enough to win that game Friday night. They was good enough to win that game Friday night. Mm-hmm. I still don't personally believe they're a good football team. So
They said it done to Longview.
they probably did. Bird now, because don't get me wrong, Bird is not one of them programs
Let's
that's
go tell you like this.
Bird sometimes be that good.
Louisiana football is different than Texas football.
Man, stop, man.
What?
Stop.
Are you serious?
Stop.
See, they beat Cap last year.
Are you serious? Well, you don't even want Texas football. I'm telling you.
Nah.
You can go down to Vivian, Louisiana right now and put that team in a district up here. They gonna ball in Vivian.
Now there are
North
there are some schools in Louisiana is about that. You can put them in any state.
You can put them in
I'm
any
sure.
state.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
You can.
Now,
Right down the street. Right down the street. I'm telling you now.
hey, but I still
They
believe
lied to you.
Bird is not a good football team.
Me neither.
They was good that night. That is what it is to me. They were just good that night.
Well, you won't.
So, I don't know. So, PG, I guess go back to the drawing
Jason
board.
Walter, that's the absolutely truth. They got 2 down there now, balling.
Go back to the
Small
drawing boards
Vivian.
and see if they can do better this Friday. And I ain't gonna touch
Said
on the
Bird
team they
just played
playing.
for the state title 2 years ago. Okay, Bird, hey,
That's
Bird,
two. But that's 2 years ago. Them 2 years ago players ain't there no more.
They could be.
Doubt it. Doubt it. Again, dude, all you gotta do is cut the film on. Like
You're right, Mr. Walter.
all you gotta do is cut the film on.
Oh, West Monroe killed everybody. What you talking about?
Hey,
man?
all you gotta do is cut the film on
Listen.
and watch Bird.
You can't talk West Monroe. football.
Bird was no different than Brock.
No.
I don't know, man. No.
Bird was no different than Brock. Both teams wasn't any good. But anyway, again, just hopefully they get back on the drawing board and do something different this coming
Man.
Friday. I was surprised to see PG get beat
I was too.
by a team such as Bird. But again, Bird wanted it more, it seemed like, because the score showed it. Anyhow, we're gonna go all over to Tigerland.
Tiger Vision.
They putting people over the knee. Man, let me tell you something. Before you start, we can't negate that. I know Texas lost their first game, but we all know them penalties. It's a different situation.
Yeah, but
So now we can go.
yeah, see,
This
yeah.
team good.
Tell you how they did lose the first game with due to penalties, but penalties is part of the game.
It's a part of the game.
It's part of the game. So
Still got beat.
yeah, they got beat.
Let's go. We knew
penalties
we-
part of the game.
They 1-1.
But yeah, they sit at 1-1.
Bourbon.
Played people. Anyway, they won 48-23.
Slacking.
Yes,
Woodshed.
man, it was hey, it was a good game. I think people had this false narrative of the team they played just based off that teams put up like almost 60 points. Or they did pick up 60 points.
They did.
Yeah, last week. So when you a team that you don't know anything about, because Texas so big, so they got so many schools. I ain't never heard of Colleyville before.
I have. They've been in the news a couple times.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for the good things or bad things?
Not about football.
Oh, okay. That's what I said. But good things or bad things. But when you see a school, actually a bigger school, 'cause I think they are a bigger school than Texas High. When you see a bigger school that put up that many points, you automatically assume, okay, this team is gonna be amazing. I think we when you've had a team that creates this false narrative of a team, then people, especially when the people who don't know football, all they see is the score the previous week.
They see rankings.
Yeah, and they automatically think this team is gonna be
Yeah. They
good.
see rankings. That's what they see.
Well, again, it's called film.
Yeah.
What you look like on film is your identity,
Yep.
and it doesn't change.
Yeah.
Nope.
All what the talent level a team has doesn't change week by week. No, you can look at it and tell, okay, this kid is good. This kid needs some work. It was obvious to me with the makeup of that team, they didn't have enough athletes out there.
Good athlete.
And in this day of time, you need those athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, they didn't have those athletes. They didn't have.
We're just gonna say Texas High is good, man. I ain't gonna.
They didn't have the overall.
I'm not gonna tell you what they got, what they don't got.
Team
I don't
speed
care what they got. Texas High.
See, I knew they didn't have the overall team
Texas High is
speed.
good.
Yes, they are a good. They're a good football team. They didn't have the overall team speed to keep up. I knew they didn't. Again, all you gotta do is watch the film.
Texas High is good.
Yes, Texas High is a very good football team.
Even when they saw Longview, the tell of the tape.
So
those boys at Texas High do their job. Man.
No, them boys good.
They're
doing their job. They're good football players.
But when everybody doing their job, what you gonna get?
see,
They're good football players. They're good football players.
now see to me, like when you got I'm just gonna create this narrative, and you dog lovers can feel how you want to feel. But when you got a dog on the chain that's ready to bite something, they'll go get something. You don't turn that dog into some house dog or poodle. Let him go get something.
Take him off the chain.
Yeah, let him get off the chain. Let him go get
Let
something.
them go be a dog.
Yeah,
dog gonna bite, he gonna bite
you
young,
let
baby.
dogs go be dogs.
You let a dog
That's
be a
what
dog.
I'm talking
Don't turn no
about,
dog
man.
into no poodle.
Let a
Nah.
dog be a dog.
Let a
So
dog be a dog.
that's why I give Coach Stanford and the coaching staff, a big high five.
Yup.
Let them dog be a dog.
Because they don't turn their dogs into poodles. They let them dogs be them dogs, and they let them go get. And that's what I love about their school.
Yup.
They're not trying to change the dog to something that ain't.
No.
Let a dog be a
Let
dog.
that dog be that dog.
Yeah,
man.
so they letting the dogs go get wherever they're trying to go get. To me, that's the makeup of the kids. So that's gonna be the makeup of the team.
Ball is, man.
Again, that is now this is just my feelings and opinion. People can take it how you want to take it, but that's what I love about Texas High. They uncaged the animal. Go get it. I mean, ain't no point on you being no gorilla, right? And you turn me into what's them koala bears?
You can't do that.
What's the point of being a gorilla? But yeah, you want me to act like a koala bear?
It ain't no need to have a gorilla and give them banana flavored things. Give them the
I mean,
banana.
but-
Let them eat it. Let them go.
But you look at that, being a dog, that's the intensity level that like when I go
Sheesh.
watch some football games, I don't see no more.
Yeah.
I mean, they doing it.
Well, come on out to Tigerland,
Them
you'll
do
see
it. They
it.
do it. You don't see
Yeah.
a lot of it though, man. You don't see a lot of dogs no more.
Well, come on Tigerland, you will see those kids that's dogs being dogs because they're allowed to be dogs.
Well, just like you said that. Like to me, when you said that made me think of what's his name, Ball.
No.
Don't keep him down there on that chain. Let the dog loose.
Yeah.
Let him come out here and do dog things, man.
I'm talking about a team full, man. I'm like,
I mean, again, yes, T-High is they are a very good football team. I think they surprise some people on how
you don't change the identity. You show them. You teach them
on
discipline.
how good. Say it again, Corey.
You don't change the identity. You teach them discipline.
You don't change the identity. You just teach
discipline.
discipline. Yes, sir. But that just show you, Texas High did lose a lot. They had a bunch of new pieces from main quarterback. No, they lost a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
But it was that next man up mentality.
yeah.
That's what, man. Always preach on it.
Again, those other guys was ready to bite some too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had to sit back behind those other kids, watching them eat. And now it's their time to eat. They ready to go eat something. So yes, Texas High has a damn good football team. And of course they only gonna get better.
Yep.
They're only gonna get better. Because
They are.
yeah, they only gonna get better. So no
Better. That's it. The only thing they can do, get better.
Yeah. But I got some stats from Texas High from this past week also. And of course, Brandon Hall, that's my dude right there. We got
A lot of swag.
yeah, but there's a whole lot of things coming B Hall.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of things
teach
coming
them
B Hall
discipline, but you teach them
that I
discipline.
love about that kid. B Hall ain't for every coach.
You just teach them
You know what I mean?
discipline. Yeah, man.
Certain coaches can't coach B Hall.
I know.
That's just facts.
Known Brandon Hall for a long time.
But he's at the right school.
Yeah.
Because they understand. They understands B Hall. They let B Hall be B Hall. And I think he's one of those kids you couldn't change him from being other than what he is anyway. He is what he is. But I love me some B Hall though, man. B Hall's a hell of a football player.
Yeah, he is, man.
And I'm glad things are falling in place for him to where he's getting these stats. See, because with him, I think with him because his skill set is pretty goddamn good. I think once you build momentum with him within itself, man, we create a monster. And it's like Frankenstein being created, and people gonna see what I'm talking about because he just getting started.
No, he's a junior.
He a junior.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a junior.
Is the other one a junior?
Which one?
Dangerfield.
Nah, he a senior.
Oh.
But B Hall, B Hall, that youngster got some game about himself.
Yeah. I like Dangerfield.
I mean, you just gotta know. Again, those they know B Hall know what I'm talking about. You just gotta know B Hall.
Yeah.
B Hall, he hit him for he had 7 catches for 158 yards and 2 TDs.
He would have had more than that, huh? On the one, is he the one gave up the one ball?
Yes. Yes. Dangerfield. Yeah. Yeah.
Right place, right time.
Right place, right time. Yeah. But B Hall is getting in the groove of things. I can only imagine once the train really get going.
158 yards.
158 yards.
Jeez.
With 2 TDs.
Oh.
No doubt. And of course, no Dangerfield. He ended with 4 catches for 89 yards with 2 touchdowns himself. And see, that was one heads up play.
Yeah.
To be focused when that ball went in the air. Because I guess on the right time.
It was a rocket.
Right place, right time. Now I'm talking about when he caught that ball. That
it came out like a rocket.
Yeah. Like I said, right place, right time.
Touchdown.
And because he hauled it in, because he had to go a long ways.
Yeah.
It just wasn't no 10 yards. He had to go a long ways to score. That was a pretty dope play.
Yeah.
What the heck? Because it was already a nice game by B Hall, but when he mishapped the ball and flew up in the air, and Dangerfield grabbed a hold to it and
he is killing.
Took it in. But I will say this: they got the best receiving core in Texarkana.
No, you argued the other day.
No, I was, but
you argued the other day. Wait a minute.
They got the best receiving core.
I said this the other day.
They got the best receiving core.
I said this the other day.
Between Dangerfield, TJ Gray, and Hall.
Yes.
And that's hard.
Yeah.
And then you could put the little freshman out there sliding.
Yeah, but that's hard to compete with that.
Yes, it is.
It is. But now I still think LE receiving core is good.
But we got it is what it is.
Yeah, but I think Texas is better.
Yeah.
But anyway, now Cody Reese had one hell of a nice damn self.
And that's part of it too, right?
Yeah, man. You ain't lying.
Cody Reese, he went 16 for 23 with 274.
That's why it's better too.
That's why.
I think with him, and he had three TDs, and I think with Cody, the more reps he get under his belt, the better he gonna get.
Yeah, because Cody been working on this since he's a little boy.
Yes, but this is his first nod at being full-time quarterback. Yeah. So he still got some rust and still got some stuff that he got to work on.
And he's a dual threat.
And yes, but he's built. Oh my God! I mean, he did a play.
He's a dual threat.
I wish I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna show it tomorrow. Thursday on the show. At quarterback on how silly he made somebody that was trying to tackle in the backfield. They were coming in for the sack, but he did like a spin move / this / that. It's like you really playing Madden. What he did, he made that kid look silly.
Man, the youngster is dangerous.
But I think the more he gain more games as the season go on, I think Cody's only gonna get better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now he's looking good right now, but I don't think we've seen the best version of Cody yet.
If he's doing it, if he's throwing them for them common yards this early, he early.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the best version of Cody yet. I think the best version of Cody is we could probably see him start midway through the season. By mid-season, we'll start seeing Cody's identity, because I think he's going to get better.
Coach Stanford let it fly.
Yeah. See, I think that was a game plan going this week anyway. Is because it's throw, in which it's
too many weapons not to let it fly.
They was able to benefit from it because every receiver got off.
Somebody always open.
Hell, TJ almost had 100 yards.
Somebody's always
He didn't have no touchdown, but he almost had 100 yards. Yeah. He had to have about 90 himself.
So now you're going in this week. They're looking at film. You had B Hall had 150-some yards. You got 89 yards out here.
Again,
you got one of the most touted top 10 receivers in the, they say, in the state of Texas, TJ. Who are you playing for? Run game comes wide open now.
Because he had like a 60 or 70 yard reception.
TJ?
Yeah. That they gave one of them Dez Bryant's in the playoffs type of calls. He
rolled with it.
No, no, because it was long. Like, he was running, and he stretched out. And I guess they saying before the ball crossed the plane, he fumbled it. So we just gave them a touchback. Yeah, he stretched out like they said he fumbled the ball before he called across the plane.
Out one hand.
I believe it was a touchdown. I believe the ball crossed the plane, and that's all that matters. But they saying he was fumbling the ball when he stretched out. So they called it a touchback and awarded Collierville the ball.
Tell him keep both hands on it next time.
but he got out of there though. He got the hell on. he got out of there. Again, so he had again close to 100 yards because that play alone about 60 or 70. So. Yeah, man. I think Texas High week by week they gonna get better. So we have to wait and see.
Is Cody a junior or a senior?
No, he a senior.
They got another one. Don't worry.
So we'll see. Man, but that kind of wraps up of all the area teams. It was some good football took place Friday.
Yes, sir.
Whether it was here or or the surrounding schools, it was some good football.
You get a chance to run it back this week.
Yeah, you get a good chance. Yeah, the Lord don't take us home.
Get the running back.
I ain't ready.
We'll be
ready to go yet either.
We'll be tuned in for some more good football Friday night.
Yes, sir. Who everybody got real quick? Who Texas I got this Friday?
Texas I got Benton.
Oh.
Yes.
Gray Waters. I know the quarterback.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I know them boys. Liberty Arlo.
Yeah, they got Benton. Liberty Arlo has, I'm not quite sure that they have. I ain't got that far. I'm not quite sure they have, of course. I know PG got that Midland team. I ain't never heard of them in my
Midland
life.
Christian. That's right.
I guess I'm assuming they're
coming
a private
long
school.
way.
They're a private school, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I think so.
They come a long way to get beat by 30.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. They come a long way to get beat by 30. That has to suck, though, right? So how far they traveling?
That's a long way.
How far they traveling?
Ain't that like 5 hours?
So you come a
longer than that.
Six and a half.
You come a long way knowing
Across.
it's an 80% possibility that you can take that L.
LE play Mount Pleasant this Friday.
Oh, they dogging Mount Pleasant. LE gonna win by at least 3 touchdowns. But I guess we'll get on all that because who Arkansas High have? Y'all know who Arkansas High got?
I'll shoot in the comments real quick. Don't know.
And because we'll have all that good stuff Friday and be more in depth. We're going to do all-out high school football this Friday. Because we're going to touch some college football Thursday.
Hooker. Get that in there before we end.
We're going to touch some...
Get that in there before y'all get drugged.
Y'all hyping up Bama a little too much.
Oh, they got...
Magnolia.
Oh, Arkadelphia?
Arkadelphia.
Arkadelphia.
Now, did they from year in year out,
They're pretty good.
They're only pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, I appreciate all the people tuned in this morning. I'm gonna try to have a hot kid up here Thursday for the first half of the show. I know more so about it later on today. If he's gonna be able to make it or not. Hey, with that being said, hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in. This is the Best Sports Morning Show on this side of heaven because my mama said so.